Hi, I'm Peter.
And I'm Kenya.
Welcome to the This and That Chat. Well, how are you?
We're back.
We're back.
Like Voldemort. No, not like Voldemort. But wow, we have been gone for how long?
It's been over a year.
Over a year.
Over a year.
Wow.
We had that one little blip where we showed up and we said to everybody, well, we lied to everybody. And we said, hey guys, we're back and we're going to give you guys a show. And then we ghosted you.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That's crazy. I can't believe that's been so long.
It has. I'll tell you right now when that last one was.
I feel like we're back 2.0. Even our intro has
Holy
a
cow.
little, oh God, it's longer.
Wow.
Give us.
I don't believe. I don't. Hold on.
Give it to us.
I don't believe it. I have to go back and double check. And wow. So we came back on January 16th
For a sneak peek.
of 2023.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. It was at the beginning of the year.
Yeah. So we came in and we did one episode. And then we were like, we're back. We did a second episode. And then we disappeared.
Wow. Okay. So I was thinking about this the other day. We were so faithful in recording this right when I was going through school. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot that was shared. It was very, very raw, very emotional, sharing the struggles, the adjustments, the stress of school and balancing all of that, right? And I find that now it is a whole other life that we're living. And it seems like we're busier now than when I was in school. And that doesn't make logical sense to me.
I agree. But
can you
it's a
explain
little
it?
bit, but it is different though.
Well, there's no stress. I was getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning,
Yes,
coming
but
back
we
from
were-
rotation at midnight.
Okay, so full transparency, we were using this as a time for us to reconnect.
100%. That's what I realized was that's why there was so much intentionality, and we've got to get in and record an episode.
Right, because I think we
It was our excuse to be able to stop everything and say,
and actually talk to each other.
wow. And it was such great conversation. I always felt so full after.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was so wonderful. It got us back in line. It's like we were actually hearing from each other.
Yeah. So you want to laugh? Mm-hmm. So for us to be able to do this episode, I had to go back in and pay for another year of service on our podcast
Platform thing.
Uh-huh. So I paid for the one last year.
And you just gave them that money.
We just gave them the money.
Wow.
So
I had no idea.
neither did I. So yeah,
Oh
so
my gosh.
we just like to throw money,
So apparently.
So,
just going back to what I was saying before, we don't have the stress of that schedule. Before, everything was dictated by what time alarms were going off for me. Like, I need to get to bed.
yeah.
Because I need to get up. And I've never been a morning person. And then all of a sudden I had to become a morning person. And then taking energy out of your
Thin air.
arse.
Taking energy
I got stuck there.
out of thin air.
Right? Taking energy. And it was such a balance. Plus everything else that was going on in our life at that time. But I even had a weekly recipe upload, a cooking video for Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Which somehow in the middle of all that, I found time to do that We found time to be faithful and record. And now the thought of doing a video, it's like, with what time? How would we ever be able to do that? There's just no time for it.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why that has shifted, because now we can go to sleep whenever we want. There's only a job to do. None of that comes home with homework or anything like that. So that is a mystery to me. I can't figure it out.
It definitely is not a normal progression of things for somebody. I think anybody else would have done it backwards. They would have had more time to record. They would have had more time to do the videos. They would have had more time to do all that stuff.
Absolutely.
When we weren't that busy. But now that we are busier, I don't know that we're busier.
Well, I want to get to that.
Yeah, okay,
we're going to get to that.
So it's a very, very different busy.
So much so that during the time that we had that crazy schedule, you were cleaning the house. You were doing the laundry. You were doing the dishes. You were doing the floor.
Housewife.
You were, okay? Plus working, okay? And cooking.
And for all of you out there who got a little bit of butt hurt because I said housewife, I'm not saying it in a bad way.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that.
I'm just saying.
Because I know you and you're not saying that.
Someone's going to hear me say housewife and they're going to be like, oh, misogynist. Okay. Far from it.
But now we actually have a Marta, which we're not going to reveal her name. That's why we're calling her Marta.
Why?
Why are we calling her Marta?
No, why can't we reveal her new name?
No.
I'm going to do it.
No, I'm talking about our actual real life
Oh.
Marta. Hello, I know you're talking about.
I'm over here thinking that you're talking about the Roomba, which we named the Marta, and then we got a new one because we've had her for. We've talked about Marta.
I feel like we have talked about Marta.
We did.
I don't know if we've ever talked about why the name Marta, but it all stems from Batman. Okay, Martha was his mother. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And we've always said, if we had a maid...
You're telling me the story like if I don't know the story.
Oh, I'm sorry, because
Like,
I'm talking to you.
Yes.
But if we ever had a maid, we would love to have... We've always said we would like to have a Marta and an Alfred if we had a butler.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know why...
I don't care what our butler's name would be. I'd be like, a requirement to work with us is your name has to be Alfred, and you need to speak to us
in a British tone.
In a British tone, like sir, with the door.
Oh, and all the Brits listening to us are like, Americans always butchering our accents. But we actually now have a girl who's coming twice a month.
Bro.
To clean. I mean, it's not
a girl.
Well, a lady. A lady makes her sound so much older, though.
It's a woman. It's a professional.
Cleaning
a professional
lady.
Cleaning lady.
Sorry, I don't know. I find myself.
It's a girl.
Saying a lot like, "Oh,
we found her on the street.
Look at that! Look at that sweet kid over there."
Wait.
Don't you find yourself doing that?
You're aging yourself.
I know. That's the thing.
We're not that old yet.
I know, but there's sometimes when you're just like, oh, what a sweet kid. Poor innocent thing. For example, can't quite tell the story. I don't even know why I brought it up. But yesterday when we were checking out of, where were we? TJ Maxx Home Goods.
The 45-minute ordeal?
Yes. No, I made a slightly cheeky comment to the cashier, who then turned every shade of red that he could. Young kid he was, right? And I was like, poor thing, I've embarrassed him. And I said that out loud. And that just made him even redder. But
what? Okay. Who hasn't made a 69 joke?
I didn't even say what it was.
I know.
This is a family-friendly show.
I know it is. So the ones that don't know what it is, then you got to figure it out. But the price,
the birds and the bees.
Yeah, our total was $69 and something cents, and you made the typical like funny, haha, 69, and
yeah, the super immature one.
Like,
well,
yes.
Because I said it was your favorite number.
Okay, but hold on. Let's talk about what got us there. We're so deviated from where we were going. We were talking about something else.
Time was getting away from us.
Okay. So anyways, let's put some context on this because we have to. So we were getting some work done on the truck yesterday, and we were trying to guesstimate our time to be able to pick up the truck so that we weren't out super late.
So we could be back for the fights.
Right, because we were watching the UFC fights last night. And you can hear the water glug 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 glug.
I'm thirsty.
Drink your water.
Hydrate, don't hydrate. It's a quick plug for Nick.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
All right. So we kind of are balancing out, what it is, how much time we need, all this kind of stuff. And I get a text from the guy. He's like, the alignment's getting done just now. It's going to be about 45 minutes. It'll be ready. So I tell Katmia, let's go because the line is super long. And she's like, that line's going to be 45 minutes long. It's exactly what we need before we go. I didn't believe her. That line was ridiculous.
Question. Had you been able to verify that it was going to be 45 minutes, would you have made the line? Or would you have left everything?
Listen, I made the line because you wanted the stuff that was in the cart. Because I would have left everything, and I would have left.
No. We are not. No.
Yes.
The record will be set straight right now. I went to the restroom, and when I walked back, I saw that ungodly line. Anyone who has been to the mall at Christmas time, imagine this was Christmas Eve, people are doing a ridiculous line. And I went and found you, and I said, leave everything. There's nothing here we want that is worth that line. And you looked over and you said, just put it in the cart and we'll see when the time comes.
You are talking about two very different things.
What are you talking about?
Window shopping is when you can fill your cart up and not take anything.
Right.
Because the line is ridiculous. But you put everything into the cart with the intention of making that line.
Listen, I don't know what kind of window shopping you do. When you window shop, you don't put anything in your cart, first of all. But my kind of window shopping is I need to desperately must have this. Otherwise, if the line is so long.
The stuff that we bought was not worth a 45-minute wait.
Not at all. I 100% agree with you.
And yet, we made a 45-minute line.
But that's because you didn't know it was going to be 45 minutes. And then I put a stopwatch.
And you're like, let's put a timer and let's see.
Yes.
It was 46 minutes. That's us completing our checkout and walking out.
That was insane.
46 minutes.
Tell the audience how impressed you were with my ability to tell time.
Listen, forget about that. Let's talk about the fact that towards the end of the line, I would say, 40 minutes in? 35 minutes in?
You started getting...
I
was a little bit nervous.
I looked over at you and I said, I am this close to losing my cool.
And I'll tell you why. Okay. When we first started the line was just in a random aisle. That's how far back the line went. That you were just in the middle of couches and shirts and all this stuff because we were just making our line through, but it was still open. You know, you felt the ability to be able to get out of the line at any point that you wanted and leave. Once we got to the point where you said, I feel like I'm this close to losing it, you're now sort of encased. You're blocked in every direction. To your sides, there's product because that is the actual checkout line.
Well,
in front of you, there's people in
with garbage. It was
to keep you entertained.
Listen,
they want to do that.
Literal garbage.
Listen, there was a random shoe. Remember the random shoe we
found?
Well,
we started making fun of the stuff because it was that bad.
Yeah.
And there were my favorite. Okay, we'll do this. Your favorite random item, and then I'll say my favorite random item.
God, there is so many things.
My favorite random item, okay, was when we started calling out the different animals on pillows and chairs and statues and all this kind of stuff.
Because what we would say would be, do you want a chair with 12 dancing monkeys? They've got that.
Why would you not say the 12 dancing zebras?
Oh, I forgot what they were.
That's my favorite.
Oh, what? I guess your favorite?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, that bench, I wanted it.
No, you did not.
Oh, absolutely. I wanted it. It's good target practice. You got 12 little zebras that you can shoot.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, those things were so ugly.
Listen, I think we've talked about that before.
There was Cobra candle holders. There was a giraffe with a crown.
And it doesn't sound as cool as we're making it sound.
No.
There was a glitter gold dog balloon animal decoration.
Yes.
A random shoe that I'm positively sure was someone's shoe.
Yep. And then empty boxes all over the place.
Oh, yeah. So people were stealing left and right. They put all the snacks there for you to grab.
The girls that were behind us, they went through an entire big bag of something that would be like your knockoff Cheetos, and then a smaller bag of some other kind of like potato chips, and then a box of cookies, and there was something else. Oh, the gummy bears.
Yes.
That they were eating. And they were mixing these things up. Okay, listen to this. Like,
no drinks.
No drinks. What kind of bomb are they creating in their stomach?
Oh my
You've
God.
got knockoff Cheetos, potato chips, gummy bears, and then cookies that were filled with some sort of a cream.
Okay,
and
listen.
they were literally like one Cheeto, one bite of the cookie, one potato chip,
the
a
one
gummy
girl
bear.
choked. Did you hear her choking?
It was bad.
And there was nothing for them to drink. But they put those things there. And the thing is, if you're not careful, there's dog treats that are mixed in with the human snacks.
And the dogs in the aisle too. Let's
not get into that. But anyway.
Hold on. Where were we? So we can go back on track.
Wait. Because I was going to talk about knockoff Cheetos.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But we've lost our way.
Yeah.
Just embrace that.
But we need to come back.
We do.
That's kind of where we
we started off in where has the time gone?
But we need to get... We do need to at least finish the original thought.
Sure. Wait a minute. So I was seeing this thing on Instagram that was talking about the knockoff brands that they have in Aldi's. Have you heard about this? Not only Aldi's, but other stores that have knockoff brands of, we'll put the Cheetos, for example, right? When you trace it back, this company that's called, Welder's Chips, when you trace it back, it's Lay's. Lay's owns Welder's. So it's Lay's chips with just a little off color, different name, but at a reduced price.
It's the Misfits.
Have you heard this? Have you heard about this?
Well, I've seen a lot of knockoff stuff that comes from like parent companies.
But what I'm saying is,
Well, it's just the same
what
thing.
they were saying
hold
is,
on.
it's the Lay's ship.
Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Home Goods. Home Goods is your higher end. If they don't sell it there, they send it to TJ Maxx. If they don't send it to TJ Maxx, they send it to Marshalls.
A little bit different. Home Goods is you're going to find a lot more home decor. But a lot of the same stuff is in smaller sections at TJ Maxx.
Right, because they can't sell it.
Or because it's a sister store. Either way, what I'm saying is they were talking about how it's all a pretend monopoly. You buy this bag of chips from Lay's and you pay $4, but if you go to a place like Aldi's,
$4.
Listen,
where are you shopping?
This is an example. Okay,
No, like
this is an example.
$8.
Okay, $8 for a bag of Lay's at Publix, but then you go to Aldi's and that
It's
same bag
$4 for the little bag.
is $4 at Aldi's. Okay, because it's not called Lay's, it's called Welders, but Welders is Lay's. It's just in disguise selling it to you at a cheaper price. Now, I haven't done extensive research on this, but it was interesting
I'm
enough.
sure it tastes different too.
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't tasted them both to say that. But I wonder if people, because I feel...
What's that?
Okay, so sorry. There was a dramatic pause. You almost
die?
You almost were killed by Edgar Allan Poe.
Fantastic. Give me a second so that I don't die. What did I hit it with?
Your chair.
That's not good.
No, we need to fix. We'll get to this part also in a minute.
You tried to kill me. And you waited until we sat down to record for the first time in over a year and a half to kill me on a recorded podcast so that you could have an alibi.
How?
The chair hit it and it landed on his head and killed him.
That would be such a sad way to go.
You've heard it here, guys. If this is the only episode,
oh my God, that gets recorded,
if this is the only one that gets recorded and released,
do a wellness check.
Wait! Now you're laughing. Wait, hold on.
I can't.
Can I? Okay.
But what? You can't even hear that.
Yes, I'm gonna share something.
Oh my God.
So two nights ago, we're all over the place. I hope you're enjoying this podcast, people, because we are a mess. All right, so
people don't even know what happened. They're like, how did Edgar Allan Poe just try to kill you?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So one of the things that has happened in the last year and a half is, funny enough, we actually created a space for our podcast studio, air quotes around it, right? We created actually a really great space to record. It's now, you're going to hear better sound quality. We took we took our daughter's room because she moved to Orlando.
To college.
And we created a library, literally floor to ceiling, wall to wall, shelves with all kinds of books and knickknacks and all this kind of stuff. And the shelves right next to where I sit have a bust of Edgar Allan Poe along with a couple books. I don't want to turn around.
Yeah, a few books.
Yes. So
what is the problem? We need to anchor these things to the wall, or what's going on?
No, I just think I must have hit it that hard that I made him, because he was always kind of a little bit.
It's made me think
wobbly.
that I need to bring him down.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyways,
anyway, that's
it
heavy.
Was literally sitting right above my head.
And it rocked a few times.
Yes. So.
And it would be Edgar who'd kill you. Yes. Him and his dreary gloominess. Oh,
So
okay.
where were we? Where were we? Hold on. Wait. I don't want to lose this. Oh, you were laughing. I don't want to lose this. I'm going to share this. 2 nights ago, you can hear her laughing. You hear it. Okay. Imagine getting woken up in the middle of the night with this cackling. Don't cover your face. Let the people hear your laughter. Okay. I get woken up with this cackling.
You know only
In the
witches
middle
cackle,
of-
right?
Well, if the shoe fits. Okay, hold on. All right.
Oh, again. I need to stand
All right.
up for a second.
So this wakes me up in the middle of the night. Okay. Now what I'm about to play you, it's gonna come out of my phone. Okay. I finally was able. This is not the first time it's happened. I finally was able to record it. Okay. Half asleep, but I recorded it so you can listen to her. This is what woke me up, and this is only bits and pieces of it because the crazy laughing happened before and after I was recording, but there's still some good laughter here. Listen to this. Hold on. I can't tell which one's you laughing here or on the video.
You're so mean to me.
It didn't work too well though.
Listen, yes, it did.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys could hear that. But listen.
Suffice it to say, when I get laughter going, even in my dreams, it comes out in real life. And I woke you up. I'm sorry. My head hurts from so much laughing. It's supposed to be medicine to your body.
Well, not when you hyperventilate every single time you laugh.
Good God.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right, hold on. So let's go.
Don't tell me.
We're 27 minutes in.
Okay.
And I don't
I've got
remember.
to say something.
Hold on. No.
Yes, one more thing, and that's it. You can stop me.
No,
Yes.
I'm trying to bring us back.
I know, but this is going to be so important.
Okay, go.
This new comeback is really a 2.0, okay? Because other things have changed between us that were not there before in the previous podcast. And one very notable difference is going to be the fact that you have embraced the inner squirrel. You would have never allowed this conversation to go in the direction that it did before. And now you're right there with me. Let's go. Squirrel? Yep. There we go. You have finally crossed over to the dark side.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Yes. You know it's true.
Anyways, so let's go back to where we were. So we were talking about it's a different kind of busy.
No, I said it's a mystery. You said it's a different kind of busy. I'm still trying to understand it. And you were talking about the guy. You're trying to go back. See, why is it that I'm the one who's bringing us back now?
I don't remember what I had for breakfast.
And this is you not embracing the inner squirrel?
I guess.
Just embrace it. Don't be embarrassed about it.
I'm not embarrassed.
Own it.
I'm not embarrassed. I've got almost 25 years of embarrassment right next to me.
Did you have that tattoo before we did it last?
No. My squirrel?
Yeah.
No. I tattooed it's a squirrel with a crown and books and Rasdam random.
Are there raspberries
There's
there?
raspberries.
That's why.
There's random foraged items,
Okay.
which is
Very typical.
very typical of.
Me.
That's another story.
Oh.
We pick up. Okay, listen to this. We pick up the truck yesterday.
Okay.
Okay. Now, mind you.
God, I'm laughing and I don't even know why I have this desire to laugh. This is going to be a dig at me again.
Of course. So we pick up the truck yesterday, right? So I'm in my truck. Ketmia's in her truck. Okay. And we're driving and I call her. So we're on what's the thing called on the
Three-way.
Three-way with who? What's the thing on CarPlay? This is, I'm just gonna, guys. Thank you for joining us. We're done. This is so. Okay, hold on. For real. Okay, so we're on CarPlay. We're talking right as we're going, and all of a sudden, like a squirrel in the corner, I hear.
Oh, wow. You're going to do me like that?
Yes, I hear. And I'm like, I've been with her all day. Where did she find food? What are you? I'm like, what are you eating? And you're like, nothing. With your mouth full of whatever. I still don't. What were you eating?
Gum.
That was not gum. That was not gum. That was either like one of those bar things
It was gum.
or an apple.
An apple in a truck that has been at the shop all day.
Listen, applesauce. I have no idea. Was it really gum?
That's why when
Bro, you were chewing that gum like you were hungry.
Listen, it was 4 gums I put in my mouth.
4 gums?
I like a big bubble. Don't judge me. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Anyways.
You were going with what?
And now I don't know where I was going.
Oh my god. Okay, let's shift back. I'm going to bring it back. Okay,
bring it back.
So we first started saying that time is different, right? Now, it's a mystery. I don't get it. I'm not trying to understand it. What I will say is I have a theory. I think that because everything was so busy and so chaotic for that year and a half, 2 years. I don't even remember how long it was.
Something.
There was so much going on.
Well, we remember we had taken a break before we came back to record those 2 episodes. It was 6 months.
No, I'm just saying the time of school. Was it like 2 years?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm thinking that because there was so much chaos and so much busyness during that time, that there has been this extreme over here, and now we are at the other extreme where we don't want to be tied down by busyness that we feel is work rather than fun.
And that's what happened last year. So last year we recorded those first couple episodes, and then I started tree trimming season, which is my crazy.
It's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare, and I worked every single Saturday last year, 2023. I literally worked every single weekend. I didn't know how to balance back out from you being done with school, because technically you were still in school at the beginning of the year last year.
Until May. Yeah.
So there was still, a little bit of that. And I was still working because you were doing school on the weekends and studying and all this other kind of stuff. And I hadn't figured out the balance between my work and you being out of school. So May rolls around, you go to study for your bar. got Edgar Allan Poe. He tried to kill me again. Pardon for the slip.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. That was an outburst. I'm so sorry.
Hold on.
You need to move. Wow. You're in the danger zone, and that is our dark corner. We even talked about possibly somebody needs to come throw some holy water in this corner.
Okay, hold on.
Oh my goodness. You saw him actually try to kill you this time.
I think his eyes are looking at me.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Okay. Not the bar.
Not the bar. Your boards.
My boards.
So you were studying. June was when you finished?
No, I took my test on May 3rd. On May 2nd.
Something like that.
Yep.
Anyways, so they're you went to your mom's for a week after that.
May 4th.
Yeah, so
I was recuperating.
So there was like a lot of stuff that happened really, really quickly. Mm-hmm. And then it created this I'm gonna say it this way because I don't know how to put it any other way. It was like a vacuum.
It's a good way.
Where we had created this suction, and that momentum just kept us going that way. Mm-hmm. And after that, you started your interviews, and you were extremely, extremely particular about what you wanted with your job. So it took a little bit of a longer process for you to get the job that you wanted, and you got your dream job.
Insanely so.
So it was worth the wait. We weren't in a hurry for you to start work.
And that was the good part.
So it worked out great because you were able to go and get, the perfect schedule, honestly. Monday through Friday, out by 4. Weekends off. Phenomenal PTO. Like there's a lot
phenomenal staff.
Yeah.
I mean everything. It's just
everything
a dream.
that's pro about it. So in that whole thing, I still hadn't figured out how to disengage from working weekends because I had been doing it for 2.5 years.
In fact, we had talked about if they offered me to work weekends, to say I would work one, mm-hmm. and you would try to disengage and only work
2. I said, yeah, I'll only work 2 because I can get one of my guys to work 1, and then I just won't send my guys out on another. I was just trying to figure stuff out.
Right. So I was still open to that.
Yeah.
To fill in that space.
So we started to really, honestly, feel the weight of not having that time together on the weekends, and it was just too difficult for me to do that disengagement right off the bat. And in November, I want to say, we had a really good conversation where we just sat down and really just put down a lot of our wants and how we wanted things to be. Because remember, we're empty nesters. We're home. Like, this is now an opportunity for us to really start to enjoy each other differently than what we have been, because we always had the kids at the house, or we were always busy
with school. So we had to make plans with them as well.
Like all that kind of stuff. So now both our kids are up in Orlando for school. Ketmia's already working. Business is going good for me. And we just had to figure out how to balance everything out. And I just came one day just listening to everything that was being said. And I came one day to Kemi and I was like, for 2024, I'm not going to work any Saturdays. I'll figure it out. And I'm sure that in her mind, she said, baloney. There's no way this is going to happen. It's just not going to
too good to be true.
Yeah, there's no way it's just going to disappear like that. And here we are in August, middle August. What's today's date?
Today is the 19th.
19th, 20th?
18th. It's the 18th.
Today is the 18th. Yeah, so the 18th, and I have not worked.
Well, past,
Yeah, and I have not worked
half the year already.
one Saturday. So, how did we achieve that? That has been the best part. So, did you find Coupla or did I? I think you did.
I think I did.
I think I told you we need
and
a
I
calendar.
sent it to you.
Yeah.
I paid for it and you didn't even know it.
Oh, you did? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Best money we spent. So I think we started to try the Google Calendar, and it just wasn't. It wasn't as.
Because we had a problem. Remember, you scheduled something on a Saturday that I had something planned because you were working. This was before 2024 began,
Right.
and I told you didn't even ask me about it. I had my hair appointment and all that stuff, and that was just a new thing also because you've always counted on me being home.
Right.
And now all of a sudden, with a career and me being, having my own schedule and all that
Right. Stuff that you would normally do on like Tuesday in the morning,
right?
you can no longer do because.
And so that's what led us to looking for something. And I think when I sent you that Coupla, there were aspects of it that you couldn't use.
Right.
And that's when I told you, hold on, try it now. And then you were like, oh, yeah, it works.
Really?
Because I got this. I was like, because it was so amazing.
It was good, though.
I was so excited about it. I paid for it, for the subscription. And then
So we started using it.
It's a couples calendar.
And so January was kind of a little bit empty. I think we were putting like the people
Our
from
date nights.
Yeah, we started putting our date nights in there, and then like we would be like the people to fix the front. We have to call them.
I know. You just remember that.
I just remembered that.
Like
so,
both of us.
Yeah. So the people we had one of our recliners broke one of the arms,
the mechanisms.
And like we were putting that on the calendar, and we were like accepting it, and like it was
Yeah.
it was so silly. And then I just started to look,
and then it was you
for
yeah.
things to do on Saturday that were out of our norm.
Because, quick background, we have not been those people that are party animals, social butterflies, going to every event possible.
Yeah,
that has not been us. Even when we had kids, I think that the events that we always did with them was the air show and the fair. That was the extent of our get out there and do things. Because even for Halloween, they would just trick or treat here in the house. So we didn't go to events.
Well, our neighborhood is the trick or treating mecca.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so I'm looking at it here. So January was just random stuff. We had
I think we were supposed to go to the zoo, and it rained, and we didn't.
Yeah, it's just like little random
stuff.
And then I found the Greek festival. So that's the first thing that's on there. So the Greek festival, and then we went to the Improv, and then we went to the Miami Street Festival. I found Cirque du Soleil, that they were having a show here, which was...
And that was a bucket list item for me.
Yeah, it was amazing.
The comedians,
and then we did... we went away for a weekend. The Ren Fair. Let's see, what else? Oh, the fair, that one we got rained out on.
Yeah.
Because then your brothers came down. They stayed with us for a little bit. Then we went to Daytona for our anniversary. Marlins game. We went away, just like random stuff. And I mean, like, we go down the list. We were talking about this the other day. And like, we've gone to the Improv
3 times.
Three or 4 times for to go see comedians. We went and saw a magician. We saw a mentalist. We did a dinner detective show,
which was amazing.
And kept me a one.
Yes.
So we got tickets to go back, and we're going again in October. But then we found the Disney tickets that we were able to spread out 4 days for. We've
And
gone
we
to
always
a
go for
couple,
the food and wine festival, but this time we got to do like all the Disney parks again.
and we did like different conventions. Like we were able to go see the Office convention, which was amazing. So we got to see
Monster Jam.
Oh yeah, Monster Jam and Circus Delay again because we found a different show that they were doing. It's just like so many cool things, and like
And I'm gonna
we
say,
look forward.
and I'm gonna say that there has been a purposeful intention behind finding something for the weekend.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, it's not like, oh, if something comes up. No, there is a searching for what are we doing next Saturday, and that is very out of our wheelhouse. We have not been that type of person.
Right.
We even went to where was it that we went to that we were like, I don't know if this is our jam or not. But it's like we're not saying no to stuff. We're just saying, okay, it sounds good. Let's do it. And there's things that we've had to say no to because we've had other things going on. Oh,
And
we
there's
had the
things-
seafood festival we couldn't get down to, remember?
Yep. And there are things that we have changed or pushed because something new has come up. But like I look forward, right? So we're in August, and the entire month of August is jam packed. September, jam packed. October, jam packed. November, jam packed. And December only has 2 weekends left. Like, and we're doing stuff that's out of our normal. Like, we're going to the ballet. We're going to go see the Nutcracker.
Yes. I'm so excited about that.
We're going to go, I don't even know. Like, I'm looking here. Like, there's a weekend we go away. We're going to go see the Savannah Banana baseball team, which when we got those tickets, we were so excited for. We found some of our favorite comedians that are coming down to do these like different shows, and like those are all things we would miss out on.
We're going to a circus.
Oh yeah, we're going to the circus.
Nuclear circus.
The Nitro. What is it?
It's not Nitro Circus. It's Nuclear Circus.
Nuclear Circus.
I am trying to get to Nitro Circus.
Yes.
I have been following
eventually.
them to see when we can do that. But the point is that if you look at our calendar, someone may feel sorry for us, like, oh my God, you guys are so busy. But we want to be that busy. That's the thing, is there is something we're looking forward to every weekend.
And again, it goes
and
back to what I said.
sometimes it's just a movie.
Yeah, and it's different to what I said. It goes back to what I said at the beginning. It's a different kind of busy. This is a fun busy. You know, like we went to, was Monster Jam last weekend?
Yes.
It was last weekend.
Yeah.
Like, we went to Monster Jam, and funny story, I thought, so we had gone back and forth. We were actually sitting in that arena for Cirque du Soleil, and we had seen on their screen that they had Monster Jam coming, and we were like, that is amazing. We've always wanted to go. So as we're sitting there waiting for the show to start, we start digging and looking, and we find the show, and we find the day that we want to go. They're only here for 1 weekend. It's a Friday night show, 2 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday. And we're like, yeah, let's go on Saturday in the afternoon.
Because Sundays for us is very sacred. We don't do anything on Sundays.
Right.
That's our recovery day before we face the week.
Right, before Monday.
Right.
Dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun.
So in that whole mess, because we were sitting there and whatever, I screw up and I bought tickets for Sunday instead of Saturday. But
we made the trip up there on
in
Saturday.
our mind, it's on Saturday. So we make the trip up there. We get there.
And it's an hour away from our house.
So, we pay for parking. We go inside. We stand in line. They, check us and wand us down and make sure that we're not bringing anything in or whatever. And like we're making the lines and we're getting in.
And we got pit passes.
Yeah.
So we were there even earlier.
Yes. So we end up getting up to the line to pay for to scan our tickets, and it's like red light, red light, red light. They're like, your tickets are not valid, and I'm like, yes they are. I bought them from your website. Like we're not even like someone's gonna die, right? And when he scans it and he goes, they don't work. And I look at the tickets and it says Sunday.
Even the guy didn't see that.
The guy didn't see it either. And I was like,
Some of my bish.
I'm like, this is horrible. I cannot believe that we're going to have to go back tomorrow. I'm like, let's go try and change our tickets. And like, yeah, you guys can change your tickets. You got to buy new ones and you can do whatever you want with the other ones. I'm like, I'm not throwing away that money. So we ended up going to the mall that was right next door.
Super unexpected.
And we had a phenomenal time at the mall. We hadn't been to a mall in God knows how long.
We normally go to the mall when we go up to other places, Daytona,
and like,
Orlando.
But with like specific stores that we're gonna go, like
Right,
we'll go to the bookstore. We'll go to like there's stuff that we'll do. But here we just went and we just started wandering.
And not only that, but could we have picked a bigger mall?
Right? Yeah, we went. So we go to Sawgrass Mills, which I think we probably did like 1% of the mall before we left, and we were there for a couple hours.
Yes.
And we had such a good time walking the stores and seeing different stores. We went into the Lego store. Like, there was just stuff. We were just hanging out, holding hands, you know, walking
having
through,
terrible hot dogs.
Well, we didn't eat the hot dogs. We're like, you can keep your hot dogs. Anyways, let's not talk about the hot dogs.
We did have good auntie hands.
We did. Yes. So, so we ended up, you know, going back home, and we drove up the next day, and it was the best mistake that we could have made. Why do you ask? Well, I'm going to tell you. So the show was Friday night, Saturday, 2 shows, and then the last one on Sunday, Sunday afternoon. What we found out was these vehicles take a beating. I mean, they're like jumping and all kinds of stuff is happening to these trucks. So what happens on the last show? They have no more shows after that. So they can ride these trucks to
a little harder.
Yeah, like they don't care if they break. So what did we get to see? We got to see
them laying it all on the line.
Laying it all on the line. Like the hood of the vehicle is being ripped off, them flipping over.
Fire.
One caught on fire.
3 of them got taken out in stretchers.
They got taken out and like pulled out in
forklifts.
On forklifts.
Not the drivers.
Okay. And then the one that to me won the show. So they split it into 2 halves. They had like the first like half of the show, and then the second half of the show. The first half of the show, it was a lady driver driving a monster truck that looked like a dog.
It's Dalmatian.
And it was horrible the first
Poor
half.
thing, she flipped.
Yeah. She flipped over, she got taken out, she was disqualified for one of the rounds, like nothing was good. But then she comes back on the second half. She wins the first event, which was like to see how high up you can get. Her vehicle, I don't know how she did that, went like straight in the air up and landed, and everyone went crazy because she won. And then on the next one that was freestyle, she's like, the only way I can win this is if I get first place here and I knock off, you know, the leaders. And she does a flip with this monster truck, and when it lands, the entire back end just blows up. It's like metal pieces all over the place. There's oil on the floor. The tires are like all the rims are bent. It's like she destroyed the vehicle. And then as her vehicle is sitting there dead, she pops open the ear because that's what's covering the door, and she jumps out and stands on top of her truck like triumphantly, like, I did it, yes. And the crowd went wild.
She's the only one who flipped her truck like that.
And we were standing on our feet, like we had goosebumps. We were screaming. We were like, we wanted her to win the whole thing.
You can feel the chair shaking. Anybody who's been to that, anyone who hasn't been, at least you got to do it once. FYI, she won in Tampa again.
Oh, she did.
She won the wheelie
Oh, she
competition.
did. Nice.
Yeah.
Good for
So
her.
she's on a little roll there.
Good for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, like all the stuff that we've been able to do this year, like we look back and we're like, what a fun, action-packed year. What, and
We're taking 2 cruises.
yeah. Yeah, we've got a couple cruises coming up. One
A Christmas cruise.
next month, and then we have one for the end of the year. And this is all like there's been so many adventures and so many new experiences this year that we would have missed out. And that brought us into having this conversation of we need to record again. So here we are.
Because even though now I feel we're spending even more time together, because in your whole life you've never had Saturdays off.
Mm-mm.
You've never worked a Monday through Friday job because retail did not allow that. You even worked some Sundays.
Yeah.
So me being able to see that there was intention on your part to, I'm going to say no to more business so that I can say yes to us, has been huge.
And the funny thing is, I'm hand over fist last year in my sales, I guess is the way you're going to say it, because it's just been that good of a year. And I haven't had to stress myself out by working Saturdays. I've been able to send my guys and continue to make more money than we did the previous year, which is what you always want to do in a business. You never want to, settle. It's not life-changing like amounts or anything crazy, but I am better for it. I'm more relaxed.
We have a pool.
Oh my goodness. We didn't talk about
our
pool.
You said it's not life-changing. I'm like, we have a pool.
I forgot.
That's pretty life-changing.
Yes. So in one of our previous episodes, one of them somewhere.
I don't think we ever talked about
the spa. We did.
Oh no, we talked about the spa.
We talked about the spa. Mm-hmm. And the pool had always been a dream. And last year, right at the end, when you started working, I think was right when we decided to do that. Something like that.
When I started working, when was the pool wasn't done that quickly, was it?
The pool was completed.
You're right.
Yeah, it was
right.
Right around that time.
Yeah, I think in July they started, was it? Because I know they finished for Thanksgiving.
But we couldn't use it till December because of the curing process. But I remember I came home one day and I was like, I have a pool guy coming. And you're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I just wanted to start getting some quotes. So we just started looking for quotes, and we were like, let's do it. And I looked over at Ketmia, and she's like, you're crazy. And I'm like, absolutely. And she's like, well, I'm in.
Yeah,
so we did.
I'm always going to be ready for the crazy.
So we did. It's something that we've wanted to do, and we did it. So we have our pool, and it's been probably the best investment in this house.
I mean, our whole backyard. I think that's even a whole other episode. We can talk about different things that we've done. I think we had one early on about different projects we've done to the house and different things we've done, but we've completely transformed that backyard space. That is just an oasis now.
Oh yeah,
complete with
100%.
Waterfall and everything. No grotto.
Right.
But we have the
Not
waterfall.
like that. We have a waterfall. We have a nice outdoor kitchen.
Yeah.
Covered area with a table. Beautiful.
I mean,
beautiful.
Yeah, it's just beautiful. And so we are, everybody tells me this on my end, and I just hear everybody saying, you're living your best life. And I 100% could not agree more. And the wonderful thing for me is that we are not in a phase where we're reconnecting, because we were never disconnected. I feel like a lot of couples who get to the empty nester stage, they have to reconnect because you've been so caught up raising kids and working and all this stuff that you've let each other go, and now you kind of have to find your way back. And sometimes that doesn't work out, right? For us, it's just we're now free.
Yeah, we're throwing wood in the fire.
We're dating each other the way we should have in the beginning.
The fire is roaring.
Roaring to go.
All right. So on that note, I think
that was from Father of the Bride, I want to say.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
That's from my sister. Okay. Anyway.
So, on that note.
We are back.
We are back.
With a vengeance.
Yes.
And we are here to stay.
Yes.
2.0.
So, welcome back to season this one.
Okay.
I don't know what to call it.
It's not a season.
Well, the thing is, it's gonna show up as a season. So I think it'll show up as season 3.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is like these animes. I know I'm going off into a whole other thing that they've got season 1, and then there's a movie they make in between, and then Netflix calls it season 2, even though it was just a movie.
Right.
And season 2 is actually labeled as season 3. So our couple episodes that we had in between, that's our movie.
Okay.
So
sounds good. So, anything else to say?
That's all.
You sure?
Don't tempt me.
No, that's it. All right. So, we will see you guys next time.
On our next episode.
And have a good day.
Thanks for sticking with us.
Yes. Tell your friends. Bye-bye.
Bye.